What is up, my B-Boss Baddies and my bad man fellas? It is your girl Bosana and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by title, today we are going to be talking about top turn-ons that absolutely get girls tingling down there. Yep, y'all. So in the future, just a heads up, I will be doing videos more so like when you hang out with the girl, when you're always with her, more of the process of kind of like talking, actually having a real relationship. But for this video, it's more of like leading you on to that, or when you go out and mingle and talk to other women, just to start up. Okay, so I know you guys really like the other ones, but I do have a lot of those out. And with that being said, y'all, let me know exactly what types of videos you guys want to see down below. And of course, lastly, give this video a huge thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I have on my list is a gentle roughness. Now this is amazing, especially for turn-ons, because that is the best time where you guys can start caressing her and getting her in the mood to basically get intimate and whatever else that you want afterwards. But this applies very well as well when you're in the beginning stage, because sometimes you just want a guy that has that good balance, and that's where that gentle roughness will kind of kick in and get her into that mood of, hey, what else can you do? Or, you know what, when you do actually touch her, are you gentle with her? So the whole idea is like, you're not rough at all, and she never feels a fear of you hurting her. And the best part is going to be mentally and physically. So the start off point is normally, yeah, you can be attracted to somebody physically, but for a woman, she's going to be thinking of you mentally, right? Do I want to see him again? The first time she sees you, you guys are hanging out, whether there's people around or not, she's still going to be ultimately, you know, feeling something towards you. And it's going to be the connection of being just around you, not the whole physical, although she could be physically attracted to you. So that part really does matter, because now if you have a woman understanding that you have that balance, she can see the masculineness in you, but she can also see that you do have a soft part. And it's not that you need to be a simp. Maybe you just tell a story of something that happened with maybe a family member, maybe the love that you have for your sister, something like that, where it's kind of like, hey, this guy really is a masculine man. He is a tough guy, but he has a heart, right? And that's also why a lot of girls will say, oh, well, guys never show their emotions, or he never shows that he's this. But it's just they're trying to say that they want the balance of you showing the emotions and the masculine part. Now, back to what I was just saying to you guys, though, when she feels that, oh, he'll never hurt me, especially when you guys just started talking, it's almost the guaranteed of, I don't have to feel no worries. Now, if she feels like you won't hurt her because, you know, you have a soft side or you're gentle, you have to have the backup of course, having that roughness. Now, the best part, though, once you guys go ahead and get intimate, or, you know, do whatever it is that you guys want to do, that is, you guys, you know, on each other, all that fun stuff, right? When you guys get to that point, that's when you also, most importantly, have that gentle touch. So it's going to be, of course, you knowing what to do with her body, knowing what to do in general, right? Well, first in general, and then of course knowing that woman's body too, because all females are different. But when you give it to her, you still lead as a masculine man, but of course you give her that right touch. And right touch can honestly be one of a huge turn-ons, but this one would be something I would talk about in the future, as I said, to videos that are more like, hey, when you're hanging, you're kicking it, or chilling for the first time. Okay, so back and now to finally wrap up with the gentle roughness. This is easy to do for any man, and the best part is if you are struggling to have this balanced show, or, you know, you're just struggling in general with a woman, just getting them to kind of show that interest, it might just be your physical appearance, you guys. Sometimes, unfortunately, even though women, you know, kind of want the money, or not kind of, big time, want the money, want the guy that has it all going on, even though that they want that, for you as a man, sometimes physical appearance can actually be a deal breaker for some women. Now, this is not a huge thing, because of course we know that you guys go for women for their looks, and women don't really do that. But I'm just trying to say, if you have a hard time, she might not be actually attracted to you, where she feels like you have enough roughness as a masculine man, and then of course hoping that you have the gentle side. And last thing I'll just say about having enough roughness it's better for you guys to have roughness than no roughness at all. If you're afraid that you're gonna be too rough, too, you know, aggressive with her, your best bet is still to take that route instead, because you'll still have that possibility of her looking at you as a masculine side. And of course, to become that gentleness, you know, have that going on and letting her see it, letting it show, it can happen over time. It's not a matter of right away you have to be sweet with this girl. And oftentimes when you guys show the gentle side before the rough side, it's already kind of the deal breaker as well of to, hey, I'm not into you. So all these areas around your physical appearance, showing your masculine side more, first of all, if you can't, you know, show the balance, all those will get you to get her turned on, and it works its way up. And remember, last thing, this is just in general, sometimes it's not right away where you can turn her on. It might just take some time, and then also you gotta wait it out, and I'll talk about waiting out at the end of this video. So the next thing on my list is adventurous guys. Women love this. You are far from boring, y'all. I've been telling you guys this time, and I haven't really been saying it as much as because, you know, I've been telling you guys for a long time, but y'all know women love mysterious guys. If you're gonna be the boring guy, predictable, every time she comes around you, it's like, what am I gonna get excited about? And the best part about adventurous guys, that mysteriousness that you guys have going on, that's where the excitement comes. That's where the turn on will go ahead and get activated. Because it's like, hey, every time I come around him, we're going to be doing something different. Or the best part for other women as well is I never know what we're going to be doing. And that's the exciting part, once again, that gets her to come around you once again, over and over again. Make plans, reach out to you now. It's not just you, right? A lot of times girls start putting effort in because they have that interest, because they enjoy being around you. Now, you also have to remember, if she's seeing different guys, it's going to be more competitive, and that's what's most time the case as well, right? So you have to bring your own charisma out, your own creativity out, all with your actions, all with what you could do when you're around her. And also, it's a huge indication for some women that, hey, if he's creative, if he's mysterious, if he's wild, right, that's another side of being creative, then I wonder how it is in the sheets. And that's also how you can get her turned on. Sometimes trying to just jump straight into the sheets and trying to just get that vajayjay from her, y'all, sometimes it will really ruin it for you guys. And it really just took sometimes for you guys to just really wait. It's better that way, okay? All right. So, and obviously there is, last thing I'll say though, there is the benefits of going ahead and being direct, but then you still have to have things to back it up, right? Sometimes with like money and status. So just try to take the whole, you know, being yourself and just being you, and then having some fun to yourself. Maybe also you can discover and learn more about yourself. Maybe you just haven't learned your creative side, because all in all, I feel like everybody has somewhat of a creative side or a unique, you know, weird or wild side to them. Let that show, and it will also make you different than other guys. Okay. All right. And so let's go ahead and move on to the last thing. And the last thing is pretty self-explanatory, and that is the deep print. Now, y'all, this is a little bit different. With the other things that I've said, it's more of like strategies that you can literally like actually go ahead and show, you know, present over and over without it being too much, just being yourself. The deep print thing though, it's different because it's just straight action, and it's just nothing that you have to do too much around. And that's the best part as well. You're not doing nothing too much around the whole showing your D. Now, this part though is really, really simple. All it is wearing the right things. And of course, the best thing about it also that you can add is doing it at the right time. So the deep print thing will, you know, kind of show that girl, hey, you're packing, or there's something there. And ultimately, you guys, it's not that, hey, it needs to be like a huge line that she sees. If it's just that line, if she's in that mood, maybe she hasn't had D in a while, maybe, you know, she's just horny that day, maybe she had liquor in her system or whatever it is that got her, you know, in that influence type of vibe, then it will be like, hey, I see it, I notice it. And just the same way that girls can wear things that make their body look good and it can turn you guys on, y'all need to do the same thing when you get around girls. Now, though, girls have to try. For sometimes, for the most part, I'll say, though, you know, some girls like to be natural. Of course, that's different. But ultimately, girls are trying all the time. showing their titties, showing a little bit of cleavage or a whole lot, and it works and it gets you guys turned on, and it's the lust, right? Like we say all the time. So you guys as a man, just overall looking presentable, looking like you got money as well turns females on. It's about her looking at you and getting excited, or something about you is like, oh, what's that? Or I want to see more. So last thing I'll say so we can wrap up this video is, when you guys get around females, just be yourself and become who you are. And that's most times where you're going to have the best luck. Because faking it with women, if she doesn't know, which most times they will just read right through you, it will catch up to you guys, because you guys have to keep up with this guy that you're not. If you learn more about yourself, become more in tune with yourself, you can grow that masculine side of yourself, and you're going to be good trying to turn on a woman, because you're not trying to turn her on now. You're just trying to be yourself. You get what I'm saying? So I hope you guys get the idea. There is other things I'll say in other videos that are pretty much, you know, I would say simple as well to do. If you guys want that, let me know. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up. And that's it. You guys will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.